Hello students, today we'll start with exercise 3.1 sums. Now before starting with the exercise, let us quickly revise the formulas. Now whenever ungrouped or raw data is given to you, so the direct method for the same is x bar is equal to sigma x upon n, where x represents observation, sigma x it represents sum of observation, and n is equal to total number of observation. And the shortcut method for the same is a plus sigma d upon n. So a is assumed mean, d is deviation from assumed mean, sigma d is sum of deviation, and n is total number of observations. Same way for the grouped data, whenever the frequency distribution is discrete, so the direct method is x bar is equal to sigma fx upon n. So x is observation, f is frequency of observation, and n is total of your frequency column, or you can also write it as sigma f. And shortcut method for discrete frequency distribution, again same, a plus sigma fd upon n. So a is your assumed mean, deviation is x minus a, that is xi is your x column value, a is your assumed mean. Then f is frequency of observation and n is total frequency, that is sigma f. Now same way if classes are given or for continuous frequency distribution, your x bar formula will remain same as discrete only, but here in continuous classes will be given. So x you have to find out, that is the mid value. Suppose 0 to 10 will be your first class, then mid value will be 0 plus 10 divided by 2, that is 5 will be your mid value for this. So that mid value will represent your observations over here, and f is frequency and n is total of frequency. Same way if we are having shortcut method for our continuous class, then my formula will be a plus sigma fd upon n into c. So where deviation will be x minus a upon c, that is it is divided by any common factor to reduce the value of your deviation. X is the mid value, a is assumed mean. Assumed mean is always assumed from the mid value column. C is class length or any common factor you can say, and n is total of your frequency column. Exercise 3.1, first question. That is, the weekly growth in centimeter in saplings is grown in a nursery are given to you. We have to find the mean growth. Now here n is equal to 10 and x is equal to weekly growth in centimeter of plants or sapling is given to us. So we have to find the mean of growth of plants. Now as you can see that raw data is given or unclassified data is given to us, so simple formula will use, that is x bar is equal to sigma x upon n. You can also write sum of all the observations upon total number of observations. So whatever the observations are given to us, we will add all this value divided by n, that is 10. So addition of all these values is 17.8 divided by 10. So hence I can say that mean growth of saplings is 1.78 centimeter. Second question, the mean age of 4 participants in the team of a relay race was calculated to be 24 years. Now here mean age is given to us, that is 24 years, and n is 4. Later it was found that one of the participants' age was actually 27 years, which was wrongly recorded as 25 years. That means 25 years is the wrong observation which we have recorded, and actual or correct years is 27 years. Now there is a rule wherein it is not possible to participate in this race if the mean age is more than 25 years. Can they participate in this race even after the correction of age? Now to answer this question, first of all we have to find the correct mean. Now whenever wrong and correct observation is given to us, so we have to find out correct sigma x, and then again we have to calculate the correct mean for the same. Let us see the calculation. Now first of all, the things which are given in your question, n is given 4, x bar or mean is given 24 years. Wrong age is given 25 years and correct age is given 27 years. Now as we know the formula of mean, that is x bar is equal to sigma x upon n. Now whenever we have to make any correction in the observation, we cannot directly do it from the mean. For that we want the sum of the observations, that is your sigma x we have to calculate first. So in short we can write down sigma x is equal to n into x bar. So first of all sigma x we will calculate, n into x bar, that is 4 into 24, which will give you 96 years. Now we will find out the correct sigma x. So correct sigma x formula is whatever your sigma x is there, sigma x minus wrong observation plus correct observation. So that is equal to 96 is my sigma x minus wrong observation, that is 25, and plus correct observation, that is 27. So when we calculate, that is 98 will be our correct sigma x. Now we can calculate the correct mean from that. So correct mean is equal to correct sigma x upon n. Now here n any change won't be there because one observation we have deducted and same correct observation we have added. So 98 divided by 4, 24.5 years, right? So our mean or correct age, mean age is 24.5 years. Now the answer of the second question, that is participants, they can participate in the race because the age is less than 25 years. Question number 3. The following table gives the diameter in millimeter of different screws selected from a large consignment. We have to find the mean diameter. Now first of all, diameter of screws and number of screws it is given to us, that is x and f. Frequency is given to us. We have to find the mean diameter. So as discrete frequency distribution is there, you can directly calculate it by the direct method, that is fx upon n. Now the things which are given in your question is diameter of screw in millimeter and number of screws. So that we'll mention first. Now as we are solving it by direct methods, only one additional column we have to make, that is of fx. So fx is equal to frequency column multiplied by your x column. So 30 multiplied by 4, that will give you 120. 35 multiplied by 10, that will give you 350. 40 multiplied by 15, that will give you 600. Same way we have to find this fx of all the observations. Now do the total of fx column. So sigma fx is 1845. Now mean of diameter of screws we have to find. So x bar is equal to sigma fx upon n. And as I said, that is total of your frequency column. So 1845 divided by 45. We have replaced both these values in our formula. So our mean is 41. So hence we can say the mean diameter of screws is 41. Question number 4. The marks in a test of group of students are as follows. We have to find the mean marks of these students. Marks and number of students it is given to us. Now as you can see, it is continuous frequency distribution. Class length is also same here. Okay. So first of all we have to calculate the mid value. Now this is the question number 4. Marks, class and number of students, that is the frequency it is given. These two things are mentioned in our question. So first of all, because we want to find the mean, we have to calculate the mid value, that is 0 plus 10 divided by 2, so you will get 5. 10 plus 20 divided by 2, so you will get 15. Otherwise, other way also you can find. As you can see, class length is 10, same everywhere, so you can keep on adding the 10 in your respective mid value. Now this sum we are solving by the shortcut method or step deviation method, whatever you say. So d is equal to x minus a upon c. X, that is your x value, a is your assumed mean, c is a common factor which divides all your values. So let us see the calculation here. Assumed mean I have assumed as 35. Usually we assumed it in the middle. Now suppose here you are having 7 observations, so you can assume the 4th observation as your assumed mean. Now first calculation, that is xi, that is 5 minus assumed mean, that is 35, divided by common factor I took it as 10, so 10. So 5 minus 35, that will come minus 30 upon 10, so that will come minus 3. So same way if you will calculate, you will get minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Whichever assumed mean you have selected, so there always it will come 0, because 35 is my x value and 35 is my assumed mean. So 35 minus 35 when you will do, so it will come 0, and 0, 1, 2, 3. Now you have to find FIDI column, that is frequency multiplied by your deviation. So 3 multiplied by minus 3, so it will come minus 9. 5 multiplied by minus 2, so it will come minus 10. 12 multiplied by minus 1, so minus 12. Same way 16 multiplied by 0, 0. 11 multiplied by 1, it will come 11. 5 multiplied by 2, it will come 10. And same way 4 into 3, that will come 12. Now first add all the negative values and all the positive values. So here if you will add, you will get minus 31, and here you will get plus 33. So 33 and minus 31 if you will see, so my sigma FD will come 2. That is from 33, if 31 I will deduct, so I will get 2. Now I will replace all these things in my formula, that is mean of marks of student. A is 35, C is 10, sigma FD is 2, N is 56. So x bar is equal to A plus sigma FD upon N into C. A, that is the assumed mean, is 35 plus sigma FD is 2 upon N, that is 56, into C, that is 10. Now whenever you are calculating, first of all always calculate this side of your addition, right side of your addition first. So here 2 into 10, that is 20, divided by 56. So 35 plus 20 divided by 56, you will get 0.36. So 35 plus 0.36, that is my mean is 35.36 marks. Question number 5. Now this is a little bit different and important sum. The following information is available on the talk time in minutes noted for 70 calls of a certain mobile phone user. We have to find the mean talk time. Talk time in minutes is given and number of calls. Now as you will see that less than 4, less than 8, right? So less than frequency distribution, same way or this is given. So first of all, if less than or more than type frequency distribution is given, so we have to convert it into original frequency distribution, and then only we have to do any calculation. Okay, so here as you can see the difference, here it is 4. So class length we can take it as 4, and we can form the classes like 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16 and 16 to 20. Same way I can find the frequency. So for 0 to 4 it will be 20, then 4 to 8 it will be 42 minus 20, 8 to 12 57 minus 42, 12 to 16 65 minus 57, and 16 to 20 70 minus 65. So when we will do this, we will get our original frequency distribution. Now I converted it into original frequency distribution. Again this one we are solving by shortcut method, step deviation method. So first of all our first column will be of mid value. So 0 plus 4 divided by 2, and everywhere difference is of 4, 4. So you can get the mid value. 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 4 10, and so on. Then we will find out the DI column, that is x minus A upon C. So A, or my assumed mean, I have assumed is as 10. That is the middle value of your mid value column, and class length I am taking as 4. Then same way we have to calculate 2 minus 10 divided by 4. So minus 8 divided by 4 it will come minus 2, and then minus 2 minus 1, 0, 1 and 2 for the C. Now I have to calculate FIDI. So frequency column multiplied by your deviation column. 20 into minus 2, so you will get minus 40. 22 into minus 1, you will get minus 22. 15 into 0, so you will get 0. 8 into 1, that is 8. And again 5 into 2, you will get 10. Again addition of negative values, that is minus 62, and addition of positive values, that is 18. Find the deduction. 62 and 18, so you will get minus 44. Now mean top time I have to find over here. So that is x bar is equal to A plus sigma FD upon n into C. A, that is your assumed mean, is 10. Sigma FD is minus 44 upon n is 70 and into C. 10, then plus minus will become minus. 44 into 4 is 176 upon 70. Then 10, 176 divided by 70 is 2.51. So therefore x bar is equal to 7.49 minutes. So hence mean talk time is equal to 7.49 minutes. Question number 6. The information of profit in lakh rupees of 50 firms is given below. We have to find the mean profit. There is profit in lakh rupees and number of firms it is given to us. 0 to 7, 7 to 14 and so on, and frequency. So profit and number of firms is given to me. So first of all I will calculate or find the mid value. 0 plus 7 divided by 2, so 3.5. 7 to plus 14 divided by 2, so 10.5 and so on. Then I will calculate the DI, x minus A upon C, and assumed mean I have assumed is as 17.5. Common factor is 7. So same way after doing calculation I will get my DI column minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. Find the FIDI, that is frequency multiplied by DI column. So 4 into minus 2, that is minus 8. 9 into minus 1, that is minus 9. 18 into 0, that will be 0. 12 into 1, that will be 12. 7 into 2, that will be 14. Do addition of negative value, that is 8 and 9. It will be 7 minus 17 and 12 plus 14, that is 26. So 26 minus 17, my sigma FD column total is 9. Now replace all these values in your formula, that is mean profit. X bar is equal to A plus sigma FD upon n into C. My assumed mean is 17.5 plus sigma FD is 9. Sigma F or n is 50 into common factor is 7. So 17.5, 9 into 7, 63 divided by 50. So 17.5 plus 1.26. So your mean is equal to 18.76 lakh. Hence mean of profit is rupees 18.76 lakh. Question number 7. The distribution of demand of an item on different days is as follows. We have to find the mean demand. Now as you can see here that inclusive frequency distribution is given to us. So demand in units and number of days. So whenever inclusive frequency distribution is given to us, so we have to be careful whenever we are assuming. So take it properly in calculation. Now question number 7. So demand in units and number of days it is given to us. Now this sum I am showing you by both the method, that is by shortcut method as well as direct method. Now for both the things, first of all you will need to calculate the mid value, that is 5 plus 14 divided by 2, 15 plus 24 divided by 2. So we will calculate the mid value. Now DI, so assumed we will assume the central value. So here I am assumed 29.5 and common factor I am taking it as 5 over here. So 9.5 minus 29.5 divided by 5. So it will come minus 4. Then 19.5 minus 29.5 divided by 5. So it will come minus 2. Then we have to calculate for all these frequencies. So you will get our DI column. Now frequency multiplied by DI. 4 into minus 4. So you will get minus 16. 17 into minus 2. So you will get minus 34. 19 into 0. So you will get 0. 22 into 2.5. So you will get 55. 18 into 5.5. You will get 99. And 10 into 8.5. So you will get 85. Do the addition of negative values and positive values. So you will get 189. So first calculation by shortcut method. A plus sigma FD upon n into C. So that is 29.5. That is my assumed mean. Plus sigma FD, that is 189 upon n is 90. Multiply by common factor is 5 that we have took. So 29.5 and 199 into 5, that is 945 divided by 90. So 29.5 plus 10.5, you will get x bar is equal to 40 units. This is by the shortcut method. Now direct method, we have to just multiply f and mid value, that is x column. So 4 multiplied by 9.5, so 38, 17 multiplied by 19.5, so 331.5, 19 multiplied by 29.5. Same way you have to multiply and see all these values. The total of fx is 3600. So x bar is equal to sigma fx upon n. So 3600 divided by 90. So x bar is equal to 40 units. So as you can see, there is no difference between the answers when you solve by shortcut method or whether you solve by direct method. So here I am concluding my session, and next we will calculate the combined mean and weighted mean.